Hey guys, White Cheddar here. Today we're going to discuss how to acquire Sharon, the electric type Descendant. She has fusion and dimension abilities with a passive called Assassinator. We will be discussing some of the best builds for her. We will be discussing what all of her abilities do and how to acquire all of her pieces. Let's get into it. Alright, to start off, we're going to talk about Sharon's Enhanced Cells, which is the first piece we want to try to acquire. So we're going to have to do this mission, Calling of the Descendant Seed Vault. It has an estimated time of 20 minutes or less. Monster level 38, that's roughly what you want to have your gun level at. I like to call these missions strikes because they remind me a lot of the strike missions from Destiny 2. So let's go ahead and go do that. So just a quick tip, I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but straight to the left when you come out of spawn are these two things. We got the what I call strike missions and we got the defense missions. You can just walk up to this, go into normal, and then I can see here, this is the first one I have to do for Sharon cells. It's good to do these types of missions in public to try to get done with them as fast as possible because there will be multiple players farming for Sharon cells and or the amorphous material here. I recommend using characters like Bunny or Valby to help you run through this mission very quickly because you're not guaranteed to get it on your first chance. It doesn't say here, but I know it's a 20% drop rate, and that 20% can be a bit unforgiving. We're going to be using my Valby, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, here we go. I will go ahead and speed this up. Alright, boss dead. Let's see, are we going to get lucky on the first run? Nope, didn't get it. Well, that's pretty much how you get the enhanced cells. You just have to complete this mission over and over until you get it. It is a 20% chance, and it doesn't quite hurt to keep farming it. If you don't get it, you know, you're still progressing towards something, which is getting these amorphous materials. This one has some weapon parts, Esmo part, which is pretty good, and any energy activator blueprints, also not bad. Next on the list is Sharon's Stabilizer, and it looks to be the strike just above the other one there. This is where we got her cells. This is the strike where we're going to get her Stabilizer. Alright, let's go ahead and start this. No, don't be like this guy. Just get on the point. It's not worth sitting there to kill ads and running around, literally not helping anything. Alright. There, down goes the boss. So you gotta come over here, interact with this, and it'll complete the mission. Let's see. Nope. None that time either. See that 20%? Sure unforgivable sometimes. You do get a nice amorphous material for Ultimate Valby there. Alright, next on the list is Sharon's Spiral Catalyst. I actually already have one. That's pretty cool. If they ever make having multiple Descendants worth anything, I'll be one step closer to having 2 of them. Let's take a look here. So all these missions are going to be the strike missions, so you'll just know. And you really start unlocking them as you do the story. This one's in Agna Desert. Alright, let's go get this mission done. More amorphous material here for Valby. Pretty good. What's nice is the first person to complete this area will deactivate all the lasers for everyone else. So if you got someone good, maybe they'll get it on first try. But looks like I'm going to deactivate it for them. See, as soon as I got there, all the lasers deactivated. So the people who are straggling behind, they'll be able to catch up. Once again, don't be like this person. There's literally no reason to do this on a occupation. Alright, boss dead. Here you go and interact with this thing, and then you get your reports. Take a gander.
Decryption protocol activated. Compressed data extraction complete.
Hey, I got it. Nice. Pretty lucky that time. That's the... Now I have two of those. Alright, now let's get her code. Sharon's code. Once again, Agna Desert, and it's going to be another strike. Alright, here we go. There it is, code. It's got a nice amorphous material here. Ultimate Valby, Viesa code. Pretty good stuff. Something I want to note for this boss fight is that this boss uses a lot of poison, and that stuff will eat you up. So try your best not to stand in it. Even at really high levels, that poison can still kill you. Alright, you didn't get to see any of the poison there, but that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and interact with this and we'll get our reward.
Guide code activated. 30% of data records
Fire conductor.
accessed.
And no code. That's alright. Just like this, you just farm this over and over and all these strikes until you get all you need. It's not a complete waste because you get a ton of amorphous material that you'll end up needing later anyways. So do it until you get all pieces. Alright, so let's take a look at Sharon. So she comes with a cutoff beam, which is a really powerful little beam sword, essentially. You just slash it, kills a bunch of enemies. It's super good. It does some really high damage if you focus into it. My current build is not based around that. Mine is currently based around having her camouflage be the highest so I can infiltrate outposts successfully without having to worry about a time constraint. Her second ability is active camo. When you activate it, it'll hide yourself from enemies, causing you to be completely invisible. You can walk into them as long as you don't shoot or melee, you'll stay camoed. But as soon as you end camo, it'll activate ambush, and it'll make your damage increased by 100% when you're out of ambush. Her third ability is Shock Nuts. Kind of funny name. But fires a built-in impact round from the arm forward and inflicts stun. This is really good at stun locking bosses if you're trying to farm around them, or if you just need to get some ads off you so your camo can come back and you can run away or get an advantage. It's a really good. I have a Descendant mod for that changes it to a electric resistant. Oh, it decreases. Her fourth ability is Flash Short Sword. When you activate it, it'll lock on up to 10 different monsters, and it shoots a bunch of flying daggers towards the enemies to hit them with electrocution. I love using this thing when a bunch of ads spawn in front of me, and I pop it and just lay waste to all of them. It does a good chunk of damage, especially if you focus into that skill power. And for her passive, we got Assassinator. When you're in ambush state, which is coming out of camo, killing an enemy by using a skill resets active camo. So what you really could do is, you could go camo, come out as ambush, use, like, while using cutoff beam, kill a couple enemies, it'll reset camo. Once it's activated though, it does go on cooldown. Mine is, it's at 45 seconds base at level 40, but it also Once you do activate that skill reset for the first time, it will go on cooldown. When attacking, increases damage against enemies who are not targeting the caster. So you're hopefully in stealth, you come out of stealth with short sword, blast them, and you get that 15% plus that 100%. So you're doing 115% damage every 45 seconds, pretty much, if you can keep chaining it. So mods to think about for her are mods that increase her skill's duration, so you can stay in that active camo the longest, because I use it to infiltrate outposts to get bonus rewards, get bonus amorphous materials. It's really useful. You got maximum duration here, skill extension. There's plenty of mods that really you just can type in skill, endure, and here you go. You can see there's more here. 5% there. Battle of Stamina has a little bit there. You get another skill extension. That's what I personally use her for. But you could definitely go into that electric power modifier and really get this cutoff beam to do a ton of damage. So when you come out, you do a ton of damage just straight from the cutoff beam. If I were to invest into the cutoff beam, I would use things like focus on electric and anything with power modifier boosts. So I would look that up, power modifier. So this is skill power modifier like Tactician. If I had more module capacity to invest in her, I would definitely go high on crits and high on crit damage, because you want to try to get the biggest hit you can popping out of that stealth. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more fun builds you can look up. I'm not the best build crafter yet. I'm still trying to get all my modules situated, trying to figure out everything I want to use for every character. So yeah, let's take Sharon into a mission so I can kind of show you what she does out in the field. As I said in my video about farming outposts with Sharon, it's good to go into these with private if you're looking to learn the area, try to get the most rewards, especially on these hard ones when it's the only way to get pattern 83 is by doing it successfully in stealth. So we're going to go into there. I'll probably do it stealth a couple times and then try to do it not stealth so you can see some of her abilities in action. All right, here we go. Let's stealth up. Bam. This is definitely her main cup of tea, is for getting these types of things. She's the only character right now that can go stealth. As soon as this guy spawns, you can start laying into him real good. Which, there we go. Got him. I got both the amorphous materials. That's crazy. Usually I don't have that good of luck. And season rank 100. Cool. Gonna go ahead and just start using her abilities up. We got the slash. We got some stunning. Get these guys off of me. Get them all stunned up real nice. Be careful, watch my timer here, because I need to make sure to hit all these points before the end. These melee guys are a bit of a problem for her, because if I want to use her ult, which I accidentally already expended before it started, I have to not get hit. It's a move that leaves you very vulnerable, so one of those suicider guys, they become a big problem when that happens. Let's get out of here. Alright, cool off, everyone. Come out, pop that guy real good. See, if I focus way more into that crit damage coming out of there, it would do so much damage to these bosses. It would really one-shot them, even on hard here. Let's go take a look at her special. Pop that on some enemies. Alright, I'm going to use her special from up here. So I'm protected. You see there? It'll lock on. I click again. Bam! It'll go and hit them all. Did not do a ton of damage. Usually it does. Once again, you really want to focus into that if you want that to be your primary boss killing or ad clearing. My current Sharon is way more stealth. I rely heavily on my Thunder Cage to finish off missions and finish off enemies. But the stun helps a ton. I'm just gonna hit this again, because why not? You guys know how it is. This boss will spawn. This will be really good. Bam, see, stunned him. And now he's just gonna sit there and let me just gun him down. If I didn't die, of course. That happens, especially in hard. There we go, he's dead. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Sharon. All you really need to know, she's really easy to get just by playing the story. You do each of those strike missions as you progress through the story. You might get lucky and get it on one of your runs so you don't have to farm as many times like I did. I got 2 my first go around just by doing the missions to try to progress through the campaign. Then I only had to go back for a couple of the other ones. They still took me a little while, but nowhere near as long as farming out amorphous material. And you get amorphous material, so it's kind of like a win-win. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked today's video and want to see more of this content, please like and subscribe. Add a comment, let me know what you use your Sharon for. I'm really curious. I gotta look up some more of the boss killing builds. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Deuces.